Yeah, good morning. Dear students, now we are going to discuss about the boilers in the module 2 in the elements of mechanical engineering subject. We are going to discuss about the boilers. So first of all, what is a boiler and what is the use of the boiler? So boiler is used to produce the steam by adding the heat in the boiler drum. So when we are keeping boiler waters, and if you keep on heating that, it will produce water, it produces the steam. So that steam is going to be utilized by the turbines and the generators, so that it will produce electricity. So here the boilers, or the main definition for the boiler is and it is an apparatus which is used to produce the steam by using the heat, by supplying the heat through burning the coal or any other fuels. Okay, by giving the desired temperature, the water is getting heated up and it becomes a steam. So here there are so many different types of boilers out there. We are going to see about the different types of boiler. Before that, what is the application of the boilers? So where we can use these boilers? So normally boilers are used for producing mechanical work by producing the steam. Okay, when we are producing the steam and the steam is supplied to the mechanical devices, so that the mechanical devices can be operated, and it can be used for producing the heat in the industrial or residential buildings to make the room warmer. Okay, and it will be used in certain industrial processes like textile industries and sugarcane industries, chemical industries, like, so where the steam is a very major part of this industry. And then there is the boilers are having there are so many applications of the boilers out there, as well as boilers are classified into different streams. Before that, we should know how it is getting generated. So normally heating is the process. We know heating of a water to its boiling temperature. So boiler is used to produce the steam when we are heating the water to a the saturation level, that is a boiling temperature point, right? So here heat energy, what we are going to give, it may be through electrical devices or electrical or coal or something else, some burning of the fuels. We are producing the heat energy, and that heat energy is going to be useful for conversion of the water into steam. So there, first of all, we should know about two different terms. One is sensible heat and latent heat. The sensible heat is the heat which is utilized until the water starts to boil. We call it as a sensible heat. And the heat energy which is used to produce the steam after that, which we can call it as a latent heat. Okay, so the rise in temperature, that's very very important in this. And now the heat is generated by the source, whatever the fuel we are going to give, and the boiler is just a device which is used for the generation of the steam by using the heat, or by applying the heat to the water. It is going to be converted into the steam, right? There are the boilers having a different pressure, working under different pressures, medium, low level pressure, low pressure, high pressure boilers are there. So according to that, the boilers are utilized in different sources, different areas, which is used for production of electricity. The boiler is used wherever the steam is necessary. As I said already, it will be used for producing heat for the industrial buildings and any house or residential buildings, as well as in sugarcane industries and chemical industries. So this is mainly the boiler's size and design depends upon the application where we are going to utilize it. Suppose it may be used in locomotives, or just like steam engines, first engines which is produced or with manufactured, it works under the steam pressure. So it will be based on the engines or the functions, applications oriented engines or boilers out there, and it may be a locomotive or it may be a stationary engines. Okay, now we are going to see about the classification of the boilers according to the applications and according to some other parameters. Let me see one by one. One is a boiler classification related to the passage of water under hot cases. Normally waters are passed through tubes and surround which hot combustion gases will be there, so that we call it as water tube boilers, where the water is getting heated up through the tubes only and it becomes a steam. This is called water tube boilers. And fire tube boilers are the one where hot flue gases are passed through the tubes and water is surrounding with that, so the water gets heated up through the due to the hot flue gases which is passed on the tubes, so we call it as fire tube boilers. Okay, so next second classification based on the water circulation. So the water has to be circulated among the tubes or in the with the help of some motors, or it may be due to natural circulations. So based upon the water circulation arrangements, we can say it's a forced circulation or it may be a natural circulation of water boiler. So natural circulation boiler, it consists of circulates the water is circulates inside due to the density difference, hot and cold. Normally cold water will be less density and hot water becomes more denser, so that it indicates that how it is moving with the help of the density difference. We call it as natural circulation. And if you use a pump for moving the water, we call this as a forced circulations, right? Third is according to the usage, where we are going to use the boilers, whether it is a stationary boiler or it can be a movable one. Marine boilers or portable boilers. Portable boilers are which can be temporarily used at any sites. We can move it very easily. And the permanent or stationary boilers is fixed and it is used in the bigger power plants for producing electricity. So there we call it as a stationary boiler. And portable boilers are movable, and locomotive is also movable one, just like engines, railway engines. So it will be moving from one place to another place, that. And marine boilers, which is used in the ships. Okay. And another classification of the boiler is according to the position of the boiler. The position of the boiler is maybe the boiler is horizontal or inclined or vertical boilers. So it depends upon the axis of the boiler, how we are keeping the boilers in a vertical line or horizontally kept. Okay. And another one is according to the burning of furnace, that is a position of the furnace. Furnace may be internally fired or externally fired. So furnace may be present inside the boiler, or the furnace may be present externally outside. So burning takes place outside and only the hot flue gases or pass to the boiler inside, right? And another one is according to the pressure of the steam generated, how much steam is going to be created on what pressure. It may be a low pressure boiler, or it may be a medium pressure boiler, or high pressure boiler. It depends upon the bar pressure which is getting created. So here the boiler is 15 to 20 bar pressure, we call it as a low pressure boiler, and medium pressure is 20 bars to 80 bars, and more than that, the 80 bars, we call it as a high pressure boiler. And according to the charge in the furnace, next, what is the fuel we are going to use, whether we are going to use a coal in a pulverized fuel, that's a powdered fuel, or supercharged fuel, the bed combustion, fluidized bed combustion, like that. These boilers are categorized into different classifications. So as of now, the boilers according to the location, according to the location of the furnace, according to the axis of the boiler, whether it is vertical or horizontal, or it may be based on the usages. Okay, so these are all the different types of the boilers, classifications of boiler, which is used for the production of the steam, right? In the next video, we will discuss about what is the internal and externally fired boilers, and what are the examples through which the examples we will study that other boilers. Okay, fine.